Hi everybody, welcome to Book Talk. I'm Book Club Mom, and today I'm not going to talk about books in particular, I'm just going to talk about reading. And the reason I am is because I thought it would be, I'd like to explain how I got into reading and when that happened. When I was a girl, I wasn't really a reader. In fact, I wasn't in the top reading group in school, and I was just like a regular kid in school. In fact, if you were good in math in school, you got tracked into the good reading groups, and that's just how they did things then. So I was okay in math. I wasn't terrible in it, but I was just not great in math. So I got tracked into the just like regular reading group, so it was fine. Not a big deal. I didn't, and I really wasn't into reading that much when I was in school, so in elementary school, and even in middle school, not so much. But when I got to high school, things started to change a little bit, and started to like the books that were part of the curriculum. But I wasn't somebody who, read all the time in my spare time. I was busy. I was doing all kinds of other stuff, and it just wasn't my thing. The only books that I remember, and I must have been about a junior in high school, is I started to read Lord of the Rings, and I got really into it. And I still remember sitting in a straight back chair in the house where I grew up in the kitchen area, just sitting there reading the trilogy. And I can't believe, that's like wasn't a comfortable chair at all, but it was almost like a realization for me, like, hey, I really kind of like this. So when I got to college, I thought about majoring in a couple other things. Music, that was short-lived because I wasn't good enough, and peace studies, which was something else I was into at the time. But eventually I started majoring in English, and I thought, wow, this is the best, because now I can read for fun, and I liked the books that I was reading once I got past the British literature intro classes. We just read novels. It was great. I really liked it. And then I didn't read for a long time. After college, I did not read. I just was, you just get busy doing your after college stuff, and I just wasn't into reading. And it wasn't really until I had children, although like right before I had children, you start to have a little more free time, and that's when the reading started to really become a bigger part of my life, and especially when I had babies, because there's a lot of sitting. When you're feeding a baby, you're just sitting there, and so that's when I started reading more books like that. So anyway, that's my little story about reading, and how it's an example of how just because you aren't a big reader when you're a little kid, you can pick up the hobby whenever you want. And so that's all I'm going to really talk about today. I'm just going to give you a quick look at this. Is my mini TBR list, and I have to read this book for work. Bluebird, it's a mystery by Attica Locke, and this is for my book club, The Widow by Fiona Barton. And these three have been on my coffee table. I have to get to them. The Rooster Bar, my dad gave me that last year, and Transcription by Kate Atkinson, because I think my sister-in-law loaned this to me, and I know my brother wants to read it because he's just read her other two books. And this one my sister gave me a couple Christmases ago, Prairie Fires by Caroline Fraser, and it's about Laura Ingalls Wilder, and I still want to get to all of those. So it's good I took up the hobby of reading, because now I have these 5 books that are on my immediate TBR list. So I hope you're having a good week, and then I hope you come back and hear what I have to say next week, hopefully. And if you want to follow my blog, at the bottom there's a link, Book Club Mom. I'm on WordPress. I'm also on Twitter. and I'm on Facebook, and I started a new thing on Litzy, which is just an app for your phone. So look for me in those places, and hope to catch up with you soon. Bye.